What is a livable wage in 2026? Now I'm going to run these numbers for the average person in the country. If you live in the top metro areas, it's probably going to be higher, but I want to use averages here. So let's say that you're a single person and you want to live by yourself. Rent and utilities is going to run you around $1,500 a month. Groceries, $400. A used car, $300. Employee-sponsored health insurance, about $200. Car insurance, $150. $100 for personal care, $100 for gas, $100 for cell phone, and $50 for internet is going to put you at $2,900 a month. My personal opinion is that $2,900 a month is surviving. Now, if you want to go above the $2,900 surviving, getting into livable, I think that would be adding $200 for savings, $200 for investing, and $200 for fun would bump you up to $3,500. Now, this is going to be livable. It's going to give you a little breathing room. You're going to be making progress. You're going to be investing. You're going to be saving. You're going to have a little fun. It's like, okay, this is livable for now. Let me work on thriving in the future, but you're livable. Now, in this example, however, this individual does not have credit card debt, student loan debt, kids, pets. They're not saving for a house. They're not buying luxuries. They are saving $200 a month, but I'm looking more of like emergencies for that, not saving for a big purchase. So what would you have to make in order to be surviving or livable? $15 an hour after taxes, your take-home pay is going to be $22.10. So you are going to be short $690 a month from being surviving. So this individual is probably going to have to work 40 hours a week plus a part-time job and a roommate to alleviate some of that financial pressure. And $15 an hour is more than double the federal minimum wage, and they're still below their survival if they want to live by themselves. Now, if you bump it up to $20 an hour, your take-home pay goes up to $28.80. Now, this is going to put you basically right at surviving, but you're surviving paycheck to paycheck. This is where there's still a lot of stress because you don't have that much savings. You're not really investing and making progress. You're just keeping your head above water. So this individual probably going to need a side hustle and a roommate as well to alleviate some of that financial pressure. Now, if you go to $25 an hour, it bumps up to $35.60 for your take-home pay. This would get you everything on the livable list, again, if you don't have credit cards, student loans, kids, pets, or saving for a house. But this is still going to be livable paycheck to paycheck. You're still saving, you're still investing, you're still having a little fun, but you are paycheck to paycheck. But if you bump it up to $30 an hour, which is $62,400, I would say is the livable wage because your take-home pay is $42.40. You're well above the $3,500, and you've got about $700 plus in wiggle room. So you can use that to pay down your car. You can use that to start saving for a house or make bigger investments. So I would say as a single person in 2026, $30 an hour is now the livable wage. If you live in a top 40 metro area, it might be as much as $40 or $50 an hour. If you have roommates, if you have a spouse, if you have a partner, then some of this can shift. But this is the cost of living in 2026. This is why we all have to promote higher wages. We need to figure out how to get people paid more because you really do need $30 an hour to move forward in life. And that's the big distinction here. It's not just surviving. It's not just eating peanut butter and jelly and finding a roof over your head. We're talking about professionals here. We're talking about people working 40, 50 hours a week. You should not have to have a second job in America to get an apartment or to be able to live by yourself. But I'm curious, where do you live? What is the livable wage in your area? I would love to read the comments and kind of see throughout the country what people think the livable wage is and what we all need to be fighting for so that we can get wages up so that people can live and thrive and have a good time and make progress. But I want to thank you so much for stopping by the video, and I'll see you next week.